Another great retweet.
And Steve Harvey's hitting the Hot Topics table. Plus, Oscar winner Helen Mirren. And view your deals transforming you into this season's hottest item. We partnered with vendors for half-off beauty products that'll make you glam for the holidays. Let's fire up Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, and Jedediah Bila. Now, let's get things started.
Kick things off with some really good news. Protesters are celebrating after the Army Corps of Engineers announced it will look for an alternative route for the Dakota Access. But don't pop the champagne just yet, because the company behind the pipeline, which President-elect Trump supports, claims they fully intend to complete the pipeline without rerouting it. So this probably isn't over. But, you know, it was rerouted originally from Bismarck because it was too close to water sources. This is the same issue that's happening on the Native American land. It's too close to people's water sources. So why you think they just can't just put it where it's not going to mess stuff up?
Why? I don't know. Why? Why? What's the answer?
I don't know.
I guess that they're having... this was approved in federal court, remember, so it's not over. I think it does speak to the power of protest, because everyone always feels like, oh, I protest and nothing happens. Well, this is a case when the whole country came together, really. This wasn't just about Native Americans. This was about everyone saying, you know what, politicians, it's not your drinking water, it's their drinking water, and it could be my drinking water tomorrow. So everyone stood together, and I think that speaks to the power of protest. But I think, honestly, I think they could reroute it. I think it's easy to put it here, and the bottom line is a lot of politicians just don't care. They don't care.
But you know, Ryan doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, well, he should, because
Maybe
it could
they
be.
should put it in his yard.
You know what? If it were his drinking water, then he would care.
Yeah. And it's, I think it's not only the drinking water, but it's also their tribal lands, you know, that they would be encroaching upon. But I think what was so fantastic was the 2,000 veterans that formed the human shield in front of the protesters. These are veterans that fought for the rights of our Native Americans. I was just so impressed by that.
It's one of those things where, you know, we see what happens when people don't care. We saw what happened in Flint, Michigan with the water situation. And it's horrendous. And the amazing thing is that what the politicians, whether they're old politicians, new politicians, all of y'all better understand that, yeah, we got a new president and everything, but the people, they don't want you messing with their food and their water. They want to be protected. So, you know, we know business says we don't want the EPA. The people want the EPA because that's the only thing that protects us. You know? What are you saying, Burl?
I was just going to say that sometimes people don't even know it's happening. You know, like in Flint. I mean, even when they complained, they didn't fix it. So that's what's frightening about it. It's like they could be tainting your water and you don't even know it. So you have to make sure your leaders are held accountable and that you don't have idiots there in those positions.
Well, and what Jed said about the power of protest, I think the big factor here between Flint and this was the voice, and the people of Flint didn't have a voice.
That's right.
So I think staying informed as these decisions are being made, because people were making those decisions, knew there was a problem in Flint, and continued. So when people get involved and say, this is what's going on, I'm aware and informed, you can make a difference.
And you know, the power of social media, make sure if you're not getting what you need, and there's a problem like there was in Flint, tweet it. Make sure you get to all the folks in the media, send it out, because the only way you're going to get help is if you make sure that you're the squeaky wheel.
The problem with social media, though, to me, is like I'm frightened speaking of social media, because it's being misused all over the place. I mean, look at this whole situation with this this guy who went and tried to kill people in that pizzeria, based on some fake news that was on Twitter or someplace, as saying that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta were in some kind of slave trade. I mean, come on,
kind of sex
those
ring.
two.
What? Wait. What is it?
It was a fake news report that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta were running some sort of child sex ring in the back rooms of a pizza shop, of a pizzeria.
So some idiot reads this and believes it. And then goes and tries to kill people.
And by the way, I think this is correct, and correct me if I'm wrong, one of Trump's appointees for national security retweeted some of that fake news. Am I right, Jen?
I don't know.
That
I actually
general,
don't know that.
The general's son.
The general's son
retweeted. The one who's been appointed by Trump. His son retweeted this exact thing as if it's true.
Joy, the emphasis of your story when you said there's some idiot that did this, it's not social media, it's the idiot. Because someone that takes a news headline and then goes in to like shoot up a place, that's a crazy person.
People do it. People do it a lot.
There's fake news on both sides. Someone told me, like, even on Trump to his side, that someone had tweeted, or I don't know, they put it someplace, that he had said years ago that people who vote Republican are the biggest idiots. Okay, that happens to be a fake statement. That hurt him, possibly. Not enough, apparently. But nothing hurts him. But I'm saying that it can hurt both ways, and it's not good, and no one believes the news anymore, and this is the beginning of a dictatorship.
Dig deeper. You always have to go into source.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, if you see a news story that sounds a little bizarre like that, you would have been hard. I mean, think about it this way: if you hear that Hillary Clinton and
John Podesta
were running a sex, you have to ask yourself, how come nobody knew this when she was running? Why didn't it come up? I mean, emails came up. So you have to kind of dig a little deeper to make sure that you're not being sucker punched.
And the pizzeria is saying that they got all sorts of death threats, you know, just terrible things.
There has to be one source that you believe. Well, there has to be.
It's yourself.
You always have to get multiple sources.
You have to do your homework. You have to do your homework. And come on, people. This is America. We are smarter than this.
Yeah, but you know what?
Not everybody is.
I like this topic because when I have to admit this. When I saw that he said that allegedly that Trump had said people who vote Republicans are stupid, I believed it. I believe that he said that.
But did you do any? But then
how would I check it?
Well, there's lots of
one of the big Google terms was, "Is this Trump story true?"
Yeah, that was afterwards. In the very beginning.
But you know what?
It wasn't there.
Even when you hear stuff, you have the power to start checking. You don't have to accept everything that you read on the internet is not true.
Yes.
It's just not true. You know,
very hard.
But the thing that is true is we actually do have to go, but we will come right back.
It's hard to do.
So Sunny got real about her relationship.
My husband, there was someone at work. She would bake for him all the time.
What?
Bake. And one day he came home with this pineapple upside down cake. He was like, "This is so good."
And then what happened?
I grabbed it and I threw it in the trash. I was so upset about it.
I would have eaten it. Oh, yeah. I would have too. We're serving up more tasty Hot Topics. And View Your Deals turning you into a holiday hottie. We partnered with vendors for half-off beauty products that'll make you sizzle this season.
President-elect Donald Trump found time to catch SNL, which did a skit about his excessive tweeting, and he gave his angry response on Twitter. Says, just tried watching Saturday Night Live, unwatchable, totally biased, not funny. And the Baldwin impression just can't get any worse. Sad. I guess he hadn't figured out that they've done this with every president, and they're not going to stop just because. And why are you watching if it bothers you so much? Why do you keep watching?
I know, he can't help it.
Because it's about him.
What I loved was Alec Baldwin's response to Donald Trump's tweet, which was, release your tax returns and I'll stop impersonating you.
Psychology 101, this is blowing my mind. He's so annoyed by it. It'd be more powerful if he stopped watching and tweeting. Like, it doesn't even deserve my attention. It's like what a parent teaches you about the playground.
Doesn't he have a security briefing to listen to?
No, he doesn't take those. He doesn't take those.
He doesn't take those.
I feel like there's video somewhere of him just in a room with a TV watching himself all day long.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
On many
He's
monitors.
probably watching this right now because he's an egomaniac and he can't control himself. Whereas you're right, if he just tuned it out, it wouldn't get his attention. It would look like, oh, I can't be bothered. But also, could you just laugh a little bit? Because, I mean, this stuff is funny.
Notice he never laughs?
Yeah.
I find that very disturbing. Very disturbing. Person doesn't laugh. I'm very upset by that. By the way, Alec Baldwin will lose this bet because he will never show those tax returns.
Ever.
He would like to put Alec Baldwin in prison, as a matter of fact.
I'm sure.
Why would he show them?
They make fun of you guys every year on this show, don't they? Do the Views sketch?
Oh, yeah. It's, they do. But, listen, Donald, you need to pay attention to some other things. There are, people have questions about their taxes and how they're going to go up, how, the middle class is getting a 2% cut in their taxes, yet the people who are really, really wealthy are getting a 15% cut. That's something you could be tweeting about. You could be tweeting about the fact that, if you are someone who is a single parent with 2 or 3 kids, your taxes are going up.
Yeah.
So perhaps that's really where you should put your...
I'd like him to tweet about the rise in hate crime since he was elected. I'd like to hear it. I'd like him to disavow that and tell people to stop doing that.
So much what everyone thinks, and I know he's super insecure because this was a divided election where the popular vote went one way and the electoral college went another. What would be most powerful is he just showed us. Quit telling us. Make people love you in what you do.
Yeah.
Like, actually take action.
Well, that's why he's going around. But isn't that why he's going around the country saying, look, I got you these jobs.
You mean the 1,000 jobs that he sent as opposed to, 2,000 are going away? He didn't say, they're not staying here. 1,000 jobs are staying here, but the rest of those jobs
are going to Mexico.
are going to Mexico.
Well, he also threatened the company.
Right.
And he bribed the company. He's giving them huge tax breaks, and he threatened them with not giving them this other deal with something about armaments.
Well, he's also threatening companies that if they leave the country that they'll face higher taxes, which, by the way, is not limited government that you ran on. Limited government means that you don't do things that are like
he's not doing a lot of stuff that he ran on. He's who elected him.
But also,
they don't know that yet.
Get off Twitter. I mean, it's time to get off Twitter and get to work.
And this started out by saying, stay off Twitter and do your
job. Stay off Twitter. Let us
be. Let us do this. You do yours. We'll be right back.
Hey, listen, I'm on The View today to discuss some of the secrets to success in my new book, Jump. It'll help the ladies out, but then ladies really don't need any help, do you? We have it together.
Salonpas. We're the world leader in medicinal pain patches. When developing an alternative to expensive prescription...
You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you're waking up thinking that there's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. Believe in your heart of hearts that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump.
So when Steve Harvey went off script after taping a Family Feud earlier this year, his staff was so blown away they posted it on social media. After 60 million people watched it, Steve expanded on that inspirational moment into his brand new book called Jump. Take a leap of faith to achieve your life of abundance. Please welcome the man behind Jump, the fabulous Steve Harvey. That's right. Just lay back.
The View.
So, before we get to jump, look, we were talking about Trump's tweets, the SNL tweets.
What do you think about it?
Were you humorous about it?
Look, you know how many times Saturday Night Live done me?
They've done us all sorts.
That little fat Keenan that talked about me. Yeah. I mean, he done me like he ain't got nothing else to do. You know, I want to punch him in the face, yeah,
but it's so good.
But I mean, he's nailing. I don't have time for that. I'm not even the president, and I ain't got time for that.
Steve, you have, in your new book, Jump, you talk a lot about moments in your life that kind of shaped where you are today.
Yeah.
And one of the first jumps you made was to do stand-up. What did life look like at that point?
I mean, look, I was struggling, you know. I was trying to find what everybody wants, success and happiness, you know. And I was working factory jobs. I was selling life insurance. I'd flunked out of college by then. You know, I was just going nowhere. I was waking up miserable every day. And October 8th, 1985, I walked in a comedy club first time, had never heard of a comedy club. A girl took me down there and dared me. And I went up that night, October 8th, 1985. I won amateur night. I won $50. I went to work the next day and quit my job. And, you know, when I jumped, you know, when you jump right away, the parachute don't open. It don't just, whoosh, and you just flying.
That's right.
I jumped and and then I started tumbling. I ended up homeless, you know, for 3 years, but I mean, look at me now.
Right. I'm only bringing this up because you bring it up in your book. That controversial moment in 2015 when you were hosting the Miss Universe pageant and you named the wrong... Yeah, we got footage.
We don't play.
Oh, you got the actual
We got the actual clip. You didn't talk about it, though, a lot after it happened. Why bring it up again in the book?
Well, I didn't talk about it then because I knew what really the cost of it was. You know, I'm a really bright guy. You know, I did that whole show perfect, then I get to the end and I blow it. I'm not an idiot. I read the teleprompter. I read the card in the order, and I got an IBF in my ear. I got people telling me what to say and when to say it. I said it.
I told you to
I went back in the back. Great job, Steve. Set up for the close. And then 4 minutes have gone by. We said the wrong name. I made the decision to go back out there. The TV people, you know what guy said to me? He said, we'll straighten it out tomorrow in the paper.
No.
So I made the decision to go back out there because my father was in my ear, you know, who's passed, and my mother who's passed, but that Sunday school teacher, that coal miner, was in my ear. Do what you're supposed to do, stand up. And so I went on out there and took a bullet, you know. I shouldn't have did it, but I went out there.
You know, we talked about it on this show. We talked about it on this show because teleprompters, you know, you say what they're asking you to say. So, you know, we know how this works. And so we were like, look, back up, y'all, because if you don't do this for a living, shut up.
It's crazy.
Shut up.
Well, the one on camera is going to take the hit.
Steve, I want to ask you about your birthday. We're both January babies, by the way, so we have something in common. No, I'm Aquarius.
Oh, you later.
I've got some in the audience.
Of course.
Now, you're about to turn 60, but before, when you were about...
Wait. Y'all had to take that in, didn't you?
Look at him.
Y'all sat up here and just said... He's so fly.
That's what I was thinking.
You late, baby. You late. 61. But go ahead.
Oh, you good?
Wow. When you were about to turn 50, though, you made a bunch of changes in your life, and you talked about that. Why then, and what did you do?
I mean, 50, you know, I look at everything, you know, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. So at 50, I said, I'm going to lose a little weight, I'm going to shave my hair, which I was tired of cutting, and then my suits went through a miraculous change.
What did you do with your suits?
Well, I trimmed, see, my wife used to have, my wife changed my suits, actually. She said, You know, I love you, Steve, but I'm really, you know what?
You're not a pimp.
Yeah, that's exactly what my wife said. I love you, Steve, but I'm actually tired of being married to a pimp. And if you could, she said, then my wife actually told me, she said, your life is going to change drastically. God is going to take you somewhere, so you got to be prepared to look like you belong where he's taking you. So I want you to cut your pants legs down, shorten your jackets, and wear 2 buttons and double-breasted, and don't make no more suits with loud colors on it. And so, wow. And that chick right there was behind that.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's been behind my whole ride.
And she's smart, because let me tell you, this is hot right here. When you came out, I saw that little polka dot touch. I didn't miss that. The audience didn't miss that.
She says, well, a little is enough.
Yeah.
Just do a little. Don't do too much. Right. I didn't believe in that. I like, pow, put it in your face. Wear it.
No, less is more. Less is more.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that.
Now, the other thing you're doing a special...
Less money is not more.
No, that's right. So tonight you're doing a Showtime special at the live at the Apollo.
It airs tonight, man. It's a 2-hour special. We just finished shooting.
You know, a lot of people back in the day, remember that show was on the air, they could not get on. A lot of people couldn't get on that show.
And Harlem has changed.
Yes.
Because
it's
now
white.
The audience, yes. The audience was almost 50-50 at the Apollo Theater. And I hadn't been there in 20 years, man. So I walked out in the crowd and I went, this is the wrong building. But
they knew what to do.
No, the Harlem people still control it. When it's time to boo, you have to go. Sorry. And so the little white girls were there. Oh my God. They're booing.
Yeah.
Give them a chance. No, ain't no chance.
They used to pull them off the stage.
Ain't no chance.
Oh my God.
Don't boo now.
He totally has you. No. You know what? You have to come back, man. And you don't come here enough, and we don't see you enough, and it's always fun. So please come back soon. Thank you, Steve Harvey. See him tonight on Showtime at the Apollo. You have to check your local listings and jump. Take a leap of faith to achieve your life of abundance is available now. And you know what, y'all? Because you're so damn good. Members of our studio audience are going home with a copy of it. We'll be right back.
How did Oscar winner Helen Mirren totally shut down an interview that turned sexist? She's telling the ladies next.
Beautiful Helen Mirren is here. She's an Oscar winner with attitude, and she brings it to her star-studded new movie, Collateral Beauty. She plays someone who, unfortunately, every single one of us will eventually... Helen! Yes. Oh, my God.
One of the famous comedic roles in the canon of drama, the comedic role of death.
Who knew that death would be a beautiful blonde?
Well, he calls me an elderly woman in the movie. I was so insulted.
Oh, how awful.
Yes. Who knew death would be an elderly woman? I was like,
oh, I hate that. But your new movie is called Collateral Beauty.
Yes.
It has an all-star cast. You've got Kate Winslet, Will Smith. We just saw Edward Norton.
Amazing cast.
Keira Knightley.
And all the girls are Brits.
They're
all the women are Brits. They're amazing. Naomi Harris was brilliant. Oh, my God. Fantastic.
Kate Winslet, who I love, is brilliant. All the Kates are great, too. Yeah. This is what Kate Winslet said about working with her. She said, quote, "You could sit and talk about anything with Helen for hours. She's everyone's friend, and she's out of control, sexy, and beautiful. We all wanted to make out with her." What do you think of that?
That's naughty Kate. Kate's very good at being naughty.
I bet you're a bawdy.
I don't think I'm particularly bawdy, but it was one of those movies where nobody went to the trailer. We all sat on the set in our chairs, you know, waiting to be called, and just kind of, you know, chin-wagged. It was great. It was very nice experience.
Now, the movie's about finding beauty in maybe unexpected places.
In the darkest of places.
Because you are deaf, but you're really funny in the movie, which is kind of an interesting contrast. But what was it about this script that made you say yes?
Well, it's what the center of the story, which is such a difficult thing to explain, but it's about finding beauty and light in the darkest of moments. And many people have experienced this. Sometimes they find it through religion. Other people find it through other, you know, in other ways. But certainly in my experience of life, which is now getting to be quite a long experience of life, I have witnessed this and seen this. So, you know, it's a very difficult concept to grasp, especially when you are in the depths of despair, as Will Smith's character is at the beginning of this movie. But it's bringing you back into the natural way that life is. So it's a difficult thing to describe, but it is kind of comedic, the movie. You know, it has a lightness.
Death can be so hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, you know, it can.
Yes.
In a way.
Way to look at it.
You know, all memorials. I'm of an age now that I start going to memorials. My darling friend Alan Rickman died last year. I went to his memorial.
Wonderful actor.
A great actor, the wonderful Gary Marshall, you know, the most brilliant, incredible American producer of television and movies. And these were such great people. So when you go to their memorial, it's so inspiring and also very fun. Because there's always a lot of very funny stories, you know. And you come out of it of course you feel sad that you've lost your beloved friend or colleague, but you also feel so enlightened and joyful and energized about this beautiful life that this person has led. And also it teaches you, because I'm a great believer in learning. You know, life is a constant learning curve, really. So I learn from these people's lives, and I think you know, you learn how to be a better person.
That's why obits are so much fun to read.
Yes, no, they are.
You learn everything about the person from the obituary.
Wow, what an amazing life.
Yes.
So you can have an amazing life, and in a weird way, death is the thing that reveals the amazingness of that life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Except you've moved on to another thing. And so now, in 1975, you did an interview on a show hosted by Michael Parkinson, who I loved. And it just resurfaced online, has gone viral because of the way you handle what people are calling his sexist question. Let's take a look.
Do you find that your figure, your physical attributes, which people always go on about, hinder you in your pursuit of the ambition of being a successful actress?
A successful and serious actress, because serious actresses can't have big bosoms. Is that what you mean?
Well, I think that they might sort of detract from the performance, if you know what I mean.
Really? I can't think that can necessarily be true. I mean, what a crummy performance if people are obsessed with the size of your bosom or anything else. I would hope that the performance and the play and the living relationship between all the people on stage and all the people in the audience overcome such boring questions.
I mean, whip him with that feather.
But it was the first chat show she ever did. And it wasn't for where you were in England, that was not an unusual question, just one of those questions that come out of nowhere.
No, it wasn't. You know, it is a revelation for the younger people in the audience of how attitudes were and completely accepted to be as such. And there was no question about it whatsoever. And it was something you just, as a young woman in the world, you just, as you know, you had to negotiate it. And I tried to negotiate it with good humor and with charm. But sometimes I think it would have been better just to be a little more rude. Really.
you would be.
And now I would be.
Yeah, you would be.
But now my voice is right down here.
But your message was received in that. That was amazing.
Brilliant. Michael got it. Yeah.
We love seeing you. Come anytime you want.
Thank you so much.
We love you. Our thanks to Helen Mirren. Collateral Beauty is in theaters on December 16th, and members of our audience are going home with the soundtrack. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, Greta here. So View Your Deal is glamming you up for the holidays with the best beauty products of the season and the best way to take them off. Check this out. So we partnered with vendors for up to half off. Don't miss this.
Of 100 parties and 1 million photo ops. So we are glamming you up for the holidays. We partner with vendors for half off the best beauty products, but it's only while supplies last. So let's get shopping with lifestyle expert Greta Monahan.
Hi, so excited to be here. Love it. You're gonna love these because not only are they amazing for us, but they're also great gifts. Did you know that we waste even more than 25% of our expensive, foundations and creams because we can't get to the bottom?
I just saw this.
Well, that totally changes it. Meet Spatty, which is my best friend, because basically you use this allows you to go into anything you have to get out the rest, and it's a lot of money. Also, I'm just telling you my tip, I have a set in the kitchen because you can use it for condiments too. Everyone's saying yes, because that's so you save money double time. This, you actually get 4 Spatty in this deal, so you can split it up, do one as a stocking stuffer, keep one for yourself, or give them as gifts.
This is so cute.
All right, so the original price on these is $22. Today's deal, $10, 55% off.
Now that is helpful because I always put water in containers to get it out, but with foundations and things, it ruins it.
It does. It changes the consistency. This is the way to go.
Okay.
Next one you're going to love with has a cult following, Meet Makeup Eraser. That's right. Take one.
Okay.
So cute. So this little guy, you literally do this, Sarah. You just put it into warm water or run it under warm water.
Okay.
And you literally can take, go ahead. You can take off waterproof mascara and liner with no soap. And especially for sensitive skin, it's ultra, ultra gentle. And the best part is it's reusable. You can wash this little baby up to 1,000 times.
Oh my gosh, and it's
machine
so
wash, and that's it. So it's incredible. This is a cult. So it replaces disposable wipes, and you don't have to buy those anymore if you don't want to.
It's eco.
Yeah, it's just really cool to have. So great for home office travel. The original on this is $12 to $40. Deal today, $6 to $20, depending if you buy a single or a 4-pack.
Oh, so they come. Okay, that's why. Okay,
I meant to tell you that up front.
Single or 4.
So that's 50% off. You'll use it like crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Todd Beauty, I brought you before. I met this company when I worked for them a few years ago on a project, and I fell in love with the devices. And we have 3 deals for you today.
Is there a battery
I know you're
in this?
touching it. Okay. So the first one is Sonic Blend. I used this morning. Yes. This actually is used to put on your makeup, bronzer, foundation. And check it out. It gives you an airbrush finish, you guys. No lines, no streaks, no nothing, like having a little professional makeup artist in your pocket.
Did I fix my makeup?
It looks perfect. It looks better. And the next one I want to show you, Sarah, is Sonic Clear Pro. Check
oh my God, this is amazing. It's like a facial.
You're going to love this. This actually, Sonic Clear Pro, you use with your moisturizers and serums, you guys, because it actually penetrates down into the skin much more so than using your hands. So you literally will get penetration, your products will work better, and your skin will glow up to 8 times more. She's still on that. Also, and your other one. Don't forget the price. Sonic Clear Pro, you gotta have to watch and cleanse. Original price on these, $99 to $149. Today's deal, $45 to $58.
Oh my God!
Silicone MD. This is an amazing skincare line. Super huge fan following. This line is made by a doctor that literally is dermatologist based, and it's award-winning results because basically it's all based on his science. There are 10 products here in this deal, you guys, ranging from anti-aging, firming, eye space, and night treatments. Okay, so check out the price on these. Original $30 to $162. Today's deal, $15 to $81. Amazing. Me Chic, I love this. Me Chic is an FDA-cleared device for permanent hair removal. These are amazing because you can do it in the privacy of your own home. You can use this on your face, arms, legs, everywhere, because look at the compact size. You just follow the guidelines once a week for a few minutes. After 7 weeks, you'll see 94% reduction in hair. Does it hurt? It's amazing. It doesn't hurt at all. It's incredible. Okay? So check this out. Original deal on this, $199. Today's deal, $99.50 plus free shipping.
Oh, that's a great one.
Okay, this is Touchback Pro. I love this. I'm a hairstylist. I love it. This won Allure Magazine's 3 times in a row Best in Beauty Award. Check this out. Little marker, and you literally can cover your gray. Well, I can make you brown with this. You can literally just paint. There's no mess. There's no sprays, no nothing, and you cannot mess this up. 60 applications in this little baby, 8 colors to choose from, and I love this. It's like a color, and color depositing shampoo and conditioner, which is great to refresh your color.
What's the price?
Original, $20 to $25. Today's deal, $10 to $12.50. Savings for 50% off.
I can't get it off, but it's amazing. Thank you to Greta Monahan. The clock's ticking, people. You have 24 hours to get these amazing deals at viewyourdeal.com, and members of our audience are going home with the Spatty Spatula and Makeup Eraser. We'll be right back.
So, we're back. Talking about hangers and things we like to match. And listen, thanks for coming out to watch us. Thanks for watching us on the television. We want you to have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen upon.